The Fiat Grande Punto is a supermini car produced by the Italian manufacturer Fiat since 2005. It is the third generation in the Fiat Punto series and was announced in August 2005, and launched at the Frankfurt Motor Show. In 2009, it was joined by the facelifted Punto Evo. In 2012, both were replaced by a revised model, called simply Punto, thus resurrecting the model name of its predecessor. It is manufactured in Italy, in Brazil and in India. Grande Punto, the third-generation Fiat to bear the name Punto, codenamed Project 199, the Grande Punto was unveiled at the 2005 Frankfurt Motor Show and went on sale later that year. Styled by Giugiaro, the car is based on the GM Fiat small platform. Whilst the model shares some of its name with the previous Punto, a large number of its components are new, including a new chassis and body shell. The engines are the Fiat 1.28V Fire, a new 1.48V Fire and the 1.416V Starjet. 4 multi-jet diesel engines are also available, 2 1.316V units and 90 PS, the latter with a variable geometry turbocharger, and 2 1.9 with 120 PS and 130 PS, all of them with diesel particulate filter. The 1.9 diesel was replaced with the new 1.6 multi-jet starting the end of 2008. All the engines are Euro 4 compliant. In 2007, a new 1.416V T-jet turbocharged petrol engine, 120 PS, became available. At the 2007 Frankfurt Motor Show, Fiat introduced 155 PS and Abarth version by Abarth and CSPA. It was branded as an Abarth rather than Fiat. The car's nose, headlights and front grille look reminiscent of the Maserati Cooper copyright. Non-European markets. In Australia, Fiat introduced the Grande Punto in July 2006, sold only as the Punto. It is the first Fiat to be sold in Australia since 1989. In 2009, the Punto was discontinued in Australia, due to slow sales. The car was reintroduced in 2013 after Fiat began factory distribution in Australia. The car was repriced at a much lower price, that was more in keeping with its rivals. It was launched in Mexico in November 2006. The Grande Punto is placed above the Fiat Palio in the Mexican Fiat car lineup. Initially it was sold with the 1.416V Starjet 95 PS engine with 6-speed manual gearbox in 5-door dynamic and 3-door sport trims. In December 2007, the 1.416V T-Jet 120 PS variant was launched. The Italian-made Grande Punto has already been launched in Chile and the Dominican Republic in petrol and diesel versions. The Grande Punto also went on sale in South Africa in 2006, replacing the previous generation. In the rest of South America, the Brazilian-built Grande Punto was launched in August 2007. Codenamed Project 310, it is produced in the factory of Betim, Minas Gerais, Brazil. The chassis is an adaptation of the Fiat Palio, a lower-cost compact. Levels of safety were not maintained, but the ride comfort is said to be the same. The 5-door version is the only one available in the Brazilian line, and there are no plans for a 2-door version. The engines available at launch were the 85 PS 1.4 Fire 8V and the 115 PS 1.8 Family 1X18XE engine that comes from GM Fiat powertrain, and later the 1.4 Fire 16V Turbojet, also available for the Linea. For the 2011 model, there were added the new e-torque engines 1.616V and 1.816V. Produced by Fiat Powertrain Technologies, they were based on the discontinued Tritec engines. All non-turbo petrol models produced in Brazil are flex-fuel. The Grande Punto was launched in India during the Delhi Auto Expo in January 2008, with sales starting in June 2009. The Indian market Punto is manufactured by the Fiat Tata Motors joint venture Fiat India Automobiles Limited in a new plant in Ranjangan, Maharashtra. The Indian Grande Punto was based on the same 310 project of the Brazilian Punto. In August 2014, Fiat launched a facelifted Punto Evo based on Fiat Aventura style with new front fascia, new front and rear LED lights and new interior. A related sedan car, the Fiat Linea, was launched in early 2007 to replace the aging Fiat Marea. It is built on an extended version of the Grande Punto's chassis, with a total length of 4,560 m, making it part of the superior small family car segment. Safety: the Grande Punto was awarded with 5 stars in the Euro NCAP crash test for passenger protection and 3 stars certification for pedestrian safety. The most powerful engines have electronic stability program and anti-slip regulation fitted as standard, and it is an optional extra on some of the lower-powered engines. Adult occupant, child occupant, pedestrian, ABOF. The first car from the newly created Fiat-owned ABOF and CSPA, the ABOF Grande Punto differs significantly from its donor car. Initially the ABOF Grande Punto was released with a 150 picoseconds 1.4 turbo engine, but from 2008 there was available an SS kit, which could be installed at official ABOF service centers rather than in the factory. Punto Evo. The Punto Evo, a facelift version of the Grande Punto, was presented at the 2009 Frankfurt Motor Show. It has 2 new engines, a 1.3L second-generation multi-jet diesel and a 1.4L petrol engine with the multi-air technology. It also features a new navigation system integrated to the Blue and Me system called Blue and Me Euro TomTom. ABOF. The ABOF Punto Evo was shown at 2010 Geneva Motor Show. It has a 165 PS 1.4L multi-air turbo engine. The top speed is 213 km/h and acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h takes 7.9 seconds. A new SES version was released in 2011, which was an optional upgrade that improved performance, with a 0–100 km/h time of 7.5 seconds. Aventura, launched in India on October 2014, the Fiat Aventura is a crossover version of the Punto Evo with a 205 mm ground clearance, functional roof rails, high terrain gauges, and 16-inch alloy wheels. The car is offered with either the 1.4 and NBSP, L multi-air non-turbo petrol or the 1.3 and NBSP, L diesel engine. Punto. Fiat introduced the 2012 Punto in September 2011 at the Frankfurt Motor Show, as a facelifted version of the Punto Evo that reintroduced the Punto nomenclature. Engines. The 2012 Punto is available with 2 new engines, the 0.90L twin-air turbo petrol, with 2 cylinders and 85 PS, and the new 1.3L multi-jet 2 diesel, with start and stop air technology, 85 PS and CO2 emissions reduced to 90 grams per kilometer. The new engines do not replace the previous engines. The 2012 Punto has updated front and rear bumper clips along with new alloy wheels. The interior is also updated with new fabrics and a revised Blue and Me system. Engines. Source: fiatautopress.com, see also, Fiat Linea, references. External links, official Fiat Punto website.